Here's an update on our pesto project in the basil. These were planted 3 days ago. Doing awesome. They've all survived. They're all thriving. Feeling this, yep, this guy shot his roots out the bottom. See, they're just right there in the water. I think this one has as well. Yep. All right, before we know it, we'll be making pesto. Another update on our pesto basil project. I think the last video I took of these was 4 days ago. I was out of town. Just came back last night and peeked at them in the dark. They're doing great. See the node growth, they're nice, short and stout, stocky plants. I don't know what the roots are like here. Nothing crazy on this guy. He was one of the smaller ones. You can see, yeah, doing all right. But they're coming along great. Today's day 28 of our pesto project. The basil's coming along great. Could have enough here for a small batch, but want to make a big batch. So probably give it at least another week. Thinking of giving them a haircut too, maybe trimming them. Taking off some of the top leaves and let them spread a little bit. But day 28, these things are doing awesome. Today is day 33 since we first sowed the basil seeds. And 19 days ago is when we planted these. They're cruising along. Not too bad for November. It's November in South Florida, so daylight is shorter. Although it's a little cooler at night, it still is South Florida, so it's still pretty warm. But when you do get the heat, and not as much light, you do start to see that stretching, which you can really see on this guy. That the distance between nodes is not as tight as it normally is in the spring or summer. Overall, looking good though. Debating whether to trim these one time and let them, fill in a little bit, or just let them go as they are. Maybe get a first batch of pesto that's maybe a little smaller, and then get another batch that'll be probably much bigger. So moving along. Here's the latest look at our basil pesto project. They're actually doing very well, and they survived a crazy storm down here. We had 3 days of just crazy heavy wind, rain, kind of rain and wind that causes power outages down here, which isn't, we're built for hurricanes. This was a pretty good one though. We had a lot of water from flooding, power outages, trees down, and I feel pretty good. The garden survived, greenhouse survived. Lost a couple plants. You'll see with this guy here. Yeah, there it is. Broke right at the stem, and it didn't fully sever, so he's still alive. Gonna harvest these probably tomorrow or the next day and make our first round of pesto. Overall though, they're coming along, looking pretty good, nice and healthy. Smells great.